Once upon a time, there was a guy called Peter who was hanging out with Jesus and his crew. And one day they were walking on water, or at least Jesus and Peter were. The rest of the crew stayed back because they were scared of water, but not Peter. He was all, "No fear, I got this," even though he was terrified. But hey, when you're hanging out with Jesus, you kind of feel like you can do anything, you know? So Jesus is walking on water towards this boat. It was probably like a super long walk because the water was like all choppy and stuff. And Peter was like, "Whoa, this is really hard. I'm kind of scared. Maybe I should have stayed in the boat." But then Jesus was like, "Hey, come on, Peter, you can do this." And Peter was like, "Yeah, you're right. I got this." So he took a deep breath, closed his eyes, jumped out of the boat, and started running on water towards Jesus. But then the wind picked up and the waves started crashing and Peter was like, "Oh my gosh, this is really hard. I'm kind of scared. I think I'm gonna sink." And that's when he started to sink. But the cool thing was Jesus was right there and he was like, "Don't worry, Peter. I got you." And he reached out his hand and grabbed Peter and pulled him out of the water. And then Peter was like, "Whoa, that was crazy. I almost died." And Jesus was like, "Yeah, I know. But sometimes we have to take a leap of faith and trust that we can do hard things." And Peter was like, "Yeah, you're right. I'm glad you were there to save me, Jesus." And Jesus was like, "Yeah, I got you." And that's pretty much the story. Peter totally messed up, but Jesus was right there to help him out. That's the kind of friend Jesus is. He's the kind of friend who will help you even when you mess up big time. Sometimes we feel like we're walking on water, like everything's going great. And then sometimes the waves start crashing and we feel like we're sinking. But if we keep our eyes on Jesus and our hands reaching out for his help, he'll be there to grab our hand and pull us out of the water. So next time you're feeling a little scared or a little lost, just remember, Jesus is there for you. He's the ultimate wingman. He'll help you out no matter what. So do you be afraid to take a leap of faith and trust that he'll be there to catch you. If you liked this story, please hit the like button. And if you want to hear more stories like this, please hit the follow button. Thanks for watching.